Want to learn how to make money from Facebook groups? We're talking about that in this video. So first things first is you have to have sort of a product or service that you're going to offer. Now you could go about this a lot of different ways. It could be affiliate links, it could be your own products or services, it could be maybe even you making money from YouTube ad revenue, right? But at the end of the day, you've got to have something in mind with that first. That's the big key, because if you don't have an understanding of what it is that you're trying to promote to make your money, then you really are going to be kind of scattered and not really knowing where to go with things when you're going about everything I give you in this video in these actual Facebook groups. So first things first, get that nailed down. Once you got that, next step. All right, so once you got that figured out, the next thing you could do is either A, start your own Facebook group, or B, get involved in other Facebook groups, or C, do a little bit of both. Here's how you're gonna go about this. So let's talk about getting involved in other people's Facebook groups, because that's a really great place to start with making money in general, because these are already established audiences, right? If you're trying to like start an audience from scratch, that takes a little bit more time. So what you would want to do is get in these other Facebook groups and just be genuinely helpful. So, you know, whatever you have an expertise in, go ahead and just comment with people back and forth if people are asking for help. Also, making your own posts in these groups and just saying, hey, what are your questions on this? What do you need help with on this? Offer, say, just, you know, I'm good at this certain thing. Who needs help on this, right? Posts like that you make on your own will get a lot of comments, or you leave them kind of open-ended and trying to ask a question to get a lot of comments. Those are just great for building engagement, getting a lot of comments on that post. So a lot of people see your name, right? And then from there, sometimes people click your profile and check out your profile, and then maybe on your profile you could have some things that link there as far as affiliate offers or your own Facebook group and things like that. But just through getting this engagement going and replying to all the comments, that will drive up engagement in the algorithm and Facebook, and they're gonna be like, okay, this post is getting a lot of comments, there's a lot of interaction, right? They're gonna show it to more people that are in that group. So if you can find a group that has a lot of people in it and you leave these sorts of posts and you're just engaging with people in other people's posts and leaving comments, now then when you make your own posts, the people that you've engaged with are gonna get notified more often when you make your own posts, right? So you see how this all ties in together. Facebook always is keeping an eye on who's interacting with who. And the more you do that and interact with people, the more when you make posts and comments and things like that, that other people will be notified and your name keeps popping up, right? Now, like I said, you want to make sure you know what kind of a product or service you're offering so you can get into the right groups and through that, you know, promote your product and your service, or start your own group that's relevant to what your product or service is about, and make sure all the messaging points and things that you do when you interact with people in these groups tie in with what it is that product and service is about, right? So let's say you're trying to, you know, teach people how to make the best thin crust pizza because thick crust isn't that good, right? You don't want to go in those groups not knowing that, because then you just say, oh, all pizza is great, right? No, you want to make sure people are all on that thin crust side of things. So you could say, yeah, thick crust is okay, but there's too much dough and it's dry and blah, 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 right? But if you don't know that ahead of time, you could be going totally against the product or service that you're going to offer in the comments that you're making, right? So you can't really frame things in a way in your conversations. You can't get in the right groups. You can't start the right group built around what it is your products or services are going to be about, or the affiliate offers that you're going to put out there to people. So that's why it's so very, very important that you get that part locked down first. And this becomes an opportunity for you now to either A, write in those posts where you're commenting with people to link people to your affiliate products or offers or YouTube videos. Now you want to keep in mind this. In a lot of Facebook groups, people don't want you promoting your stuff, right? They don't want you maybe even promoting YouTube videos. Maybe they don't want you promoting, you know, products, whether it's affiliate products or your own. They won't want you sending people to a squeeze page, which is something I recommend you do get going. Which, if you don't know what a squeeze page is, basically it's a page with just a little bit of text and it says, hey, I've got a free thing for you that you would create for people, and say enter your email and I will give you that free thing, which is a good way for you to build up an email contact list. But again, with all those things, you got to keep in mind the group. So have an understanding what the group rules are and what's allowed. Now, if it is allowed, go ahead, link away, but don't just do it like all the time. Again, give valuable information, make most of your stuff just text, pictures, native Facebook videos that you're posting. So you're not always just linking people off and promoting your stuff. You're not promoting your name necessarily. You're just being genuinely helpful to people. Now, if you're not allowed to link within those groups, what you could do is message people. Now, some groups will have rules about this, but at the end of the day, like, people, if you're being genuinely helpful to them and you're just messaging them with more information to help them out, they're not gonna, report you to the admins, and as long as you're not being overly spammy, it's not gonna going to be a problem. So what I would recommend you do, and this is just a great hack in general, is for the most part, I would message those people, because Facebook's going to see that as like a deeper connection, right? There's levels. Comments, likes are kind of, okay, a low level connection. When people message though, that shows a strong connection. So now when you make other posts in that group, or if you're friends on Facebook, and I would recommend you add some of these people as friends, then when you make a post on your personal profile or within those groups, there's a much higher chance of them seeing your post because you had that message. So I highly recommend you message these people with, you know, the links to your squeeze page or your YouTube videos, where from there you can send them to a squeeze page and get them on an email list and make YouTube ad revenue. That's the way I like going about things typically, because it seems a little bit less, you know, like you're being pushy with a sale. There's less investment from people. It's just like, okay, I'll check out a YouTube video, no big deal, right? And you can give them more value through that YouTube video. But you could also just go ahead and say, hey, you know, I thought you might find this helpful, and send them to your product page or an affiliate page. But typically, I think the best way to go about this is, you know, start small. Start with something that has less commitment. You know, a YouTube video or a squeeze page is a great way to go. And then through those avenues, you can build a relationship, and then there maybe offer affiliate products or services, or your own products and services. And one other really big way you could go about this that's, again, less of a commitment from people, is to say, hey, join my Facebook group. Start your own Facebook group, and then optimize that group to start growing, right? You get these people from other groups, get them joining your group, and optimize it so Facebook will start promoting it in the suggested groups to people, and now you can start growing your own group, and that can be sort of your own little place where you can post whatever you see fit, you know, and you can set up your own rules as far as what's allowed and what's not. And just with you being the administrator, the owner of the group, it gives you a level of authority, right? So when you post things, people are going to be more likely to check it out. They're going to be more likely to think, you know, it's more valuable. They're going to think that they should trust you a little bit more, right? And everything they're going to take in a little bit more than they would if you were just a member within the group, because it automatically gives you a certain level of authority. If you want to learn more about how to go about that optimization process to grow your own groups, drop me a comment, say grow a group, and I will try to make you guys a video if there's a bunch of comments on that, so I know that more people are interested. But just this first method that I gave you is a great start as far as getting people from other groups into your group. And then if you're also optimizing the group itself to get Facebook to suggest it more to people, then that will help draw a lot of people in without you really doing much of anything other than keeping the group thriving and active. And if you want to know more about how to grow your YouTube channel through Facebook, check out this video right here. That debunks a common myth that you can't grow your YouTube channel through Facebook because YouTube and Facebook hate each other. You'll see some tactics in there that will help you get a ton of traction on YouTube, especially if you're getting started by using Facebook. If this video helped, click the like button, the subscribe button, the bell icon to catch the newest videos, and I'll see you in that video next.